Hey everyone, the first thing I'm going to do is take MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm just going to place this all over the eyelid just for a base and to make the colors last all day long. The first shade I'm going to take is from Makeup Geek, and all the eyeshadows I use are from Makeup Geek. This one is Peach Smoothie, and I'm just going to use this as our transitions shade. And I'm basically going to place this all over the eye, focusing it very high up and all over the lid also, just to cover up basically where we put that paint pot. The next shade I'm going to use is Makeup Geek's Chickadee. And I'm just going to focus this not as high up as we did the Peach Smoothie, but a little bit lower. And this is just going to help all the colors blend together. The next shade we're going to use is Bitten. And I'm going to mainly focus this on the outer corner of the eye with all the product on the brush. And then once we don't have any more product on the brush, I'm just going to focus it more into the inner corner. Just going back and forth, and make sure blending it very nicely out. As you can see, I do take my time with this because I don't want it to be everywhere. I want it to be very precise on the lid. The next shade we're going to take from Makeup Geek is Bada. And I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm just going to place this all over the eyelid. And I'm packing on the color. I use a little bit at a time because I don't want it too dark, but I do want it to be pretty intense. And then here I am just taking a blender brush and just blending it out. And I do add some more Bada and blend Bada in with the Bitten shadow. And I do go back a lot just to blend everything out so that way there is no harsh lines and it is not dark. Then I'm going to add some Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to my lashes. Then we are going to move on to the face, and I'm just going to take the Revlon Colorstay foundation and place this all over my face. And then I'm just going to take a flat kabuki brush and I'm just going to start blending this out, patting it out, and then buffing it into my skin. And I do work it down my neck just a little bit just so that way there is no harsh line. The next thing we're going to do is take the MAC Pro Wear Concealer and I'm just going to highlight my face. And I usually go for a pretty strong highlight just because it makes you look more awake and it just brightens up your face a lot. And my favorite way to blend it out is with my finger. I just feel like I get a lot more color that way. So then I just take my foundation brush again and I just go over kind of the end of where the foundation meets the concealer so there's no harsh line. Here I am using the Mercier Translucent Powder and I'm just going to bake underneath my eyes and I'm going to let that sit there for a little while just so that way it makes it really bright and it lasts all day long. Then we're going to move on to brows. So I'm using the Ulta Brow Tint. Now I don't like to fill in my eyebrows. I just use the tint right over my eyes. I don't overfill them or anything. For lashes, I'm going to use the Vegas Nay Lashes by Allure, and they are in Grand Glamour. Then I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette, and I'm just using the first shade with a sideways kabuki brush, and I'm just taking the side of it, and I'm just going to start carving out my cheekbones. And I also do use a little bit on the temples and forehead of my face. The next thing I'm going to do is take Makeup Geek Blush in Honeymoon and Secret Admirer, and I'm just going to mix the two and apply that to my cheek. And I'm going to focus this more on the back half. I'm not going to focus it on the apples of the cheek. just more towards the back where we have the contour. Then I'm going to take Rimmel's black eyeliner, and I'm just going to place this into the waterline. Moving on to the lower lash line, I am just going to take Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, and I am just going to start blending this out, smoking it out pretty far down. Then I'm just taking a flat brush, I'm using more of Bada Bing, and I'm just going against the lower lash line just to blend the eyeliner in with the rest of the colors, and then I smoke it out, just to make sure it all blends seamlessly. Then I'm taking Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes, just to make them pop even more so it's not too dark. Then I'm taking MAC's Lip Liner Nightmoth, and I'm just going to line my lips with this. I'm lining the up and the bottom, and then I start filling in the sides of my lips just to give it an ombre effect for the lipstick that we're going to put on. So that way it's lighter in the middle and goes to darker on the ends. And take your time when you're using dark lipsticks because they tend to get messy. So then I'm going to take MAC's Lipstick Diva, and I'm just going to place this all over my lips. And this is the completed look. It is just a very grungy fall makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.